Hi, everyone, and welcome to a Zoom meeting with myself. My name is Megan McNally, and I have a friend of mine, Melody Shoren, joining us today. And we have been in the LifeVantage business, myself for a little over 6 months, and Melody for a few years now. And we have been excited to share with our friends and family about Nrf2 activation and how it helps people with their health and their life. For myself, I graduated with a doctorate in naturopathy last summer. And a big thing that I have been looking at in people's health is using lifestyle and natural methods for healing. But for a lot of them, sometimes it's not quite enough because they're doing all the right things, but yet they still have a lot of aches and pains that hold them back in life or don't let them have the same quality of life as what they're aiming for to achieve. So both of us, Melody and I, have seen this be the next step for helping the body to heal. So we're really excited about sharing with you today, and I'm just going to start sharing my screen to give you a visualization of this PowerPoint and what it can do for the body. Sorry, here we go. Okay, just pulling up here in a second. Okay, so we're going to be talking to you about biohacking, which is taking control of your own biology, and I'll be explaining that here in a couple moments in more detail. So hopefully all of you have seen the ABC Primetime investigative report about a herbal supplement called Protandim Nrf2. And if you haven't seen it, please go after this video and check it out for yourself. There were some medical professionals. One of them was called Dr. Joe McCord. He is excellent at looking into the antioxidants in the cells that decrease oxidative stress. One of them is called superoxide dismutase, and he discovered it, I believe, in the 60s or 70s, and he was awarded the Elliott Crescent Medal, which is the same medal that was awarded to Marie Curie, Henry Ford, Alexander Graham Bell. It's a significant discovery for the natural health medical field. And he wanted to find a way to be able to turn on that antioxidant instead of synthetically, do it naturally through herbs. So he found 5 herbs that are really, really good as acting as antioxidants for the body and turning them on, but he combined them together in a special ratio that actually turns it on 1,800 times stronger than each individual herb by themselves. So when they started testing this herbal supplement that he formulated, they found that it decreased oxidative stress by 40 to 70% in everyone who took it in just 30 days. So that's a really short amount of time. And ABC Primetime was investigating scams in the medical field and felt that was a scam. But when they investigated it, they actually found to be true and that they were claiming absolute truth. So it's really exciting what has been a medical breakthrough. At the time, they were selling it in a lot of different pharmacies, but the company was going into debt because as people were walking through the aisles, they didn't always see it, they didn't always know what it was, so sales were dropping. They were recommended to start selling by a distribution type of format, and They've actually been doing that now for quite a few years, and it's been publicly traded on LifeVantage, and that started in 2009. And it's been going very well for the company. Sales have increased, and it's been able to help much more people than just sitting on store shelves. After that, universities and prestigious medical centers started researching Protandim and what it could do for various areas of the body, and those were self-funded third-party studies. So it's really exciting about how so many people are looking into this and how the world is really excited about this supplement. So right now we are being hijacked by lots of things in our environment. We're being taken over no matter how much we do, no matter how much good things we eat and good sleep we have, it's not quite enough to be able to keep up with things in our environment, the stresses that we have emotionally, biochemically, toxins from the things on our food, from the air, increasing technology, EMFs. People have so many more allergies than they ever had before, and it's really hard to heal their body like they'd like to. So people are turning to biohacking, and that's taking control of your own biology like we talked about, but it's also choosing simple things like a salad over a hamburger. It's making really good choices in your life. But there's also a part of it called nutrigenomics, which is taking nutrients and natural compounds and learning how they affect our genes in a positive way. So a lot of times we have different expression of really bad genes on a high level and low levels of good genes, and it helps regulate that with Nrf2 activation to where they're all more even and more healthy. So with our body, we have kind of like 4 tires on a car. We have 4 tires of our body that need to all work equally and just as well in order to have really good health. So we're going to be talking about what LifeVantage calls a vitality stack to work on 4 different areas of the body. The first one is what we talked about, Protandim Nrf2. It lowers oxidative stress in 30 days because it increases 3 antioxidants that are found in the cells, and that's called superoxide dismutase, catalase, and glutathione. And all of them are very important for the body. Glutathione has actually been related to a lot of different conditions, and that one's raised by 300%, which is incredible. It's much more than taking it by injections or other supplements. They found it by the National Institute on Aging, found that it is the only dietary supplement proven to extend life in male mice. So that's significant because nothing else has been proven to do that. And for people taking this, they see an improvement in their health and life, but it's important if you're taking one of the ingredients at the bottom that you take it at a different time, 4 to 6 hours later of Protandim, because you can ruin or change the ratio in your body as you take the supplement and other ingredients like curry or whatever that has turmeric in it. So if you'd like to research Protandim, you can go to PubMed. And the exciting thing is, just a few years ago, there were only 18 studies, which is actually quite a bit, about Protandim published by third-party sources, Oxford, University of Washington, and University of Colorado, Denver, and Louisiana State University. So there's quite a few really big places, Johns Hopkins, that have been producing studies, but in the last 3 years, it's actually been increased by 7. So there's 24 studies that are now on Protandim on PubMed. You can also research Google Scholar. They only publish the truth about Protandim, so that's great resources. You can also research oxidative stress. It's related to 200 diseases. And A lot of people don't realize that when you lower oxidative stress, it affects every other area of your body, because then your cells are able to go work on the area of your body because they're healthier. There's less attack from free radicals. Then they're able to go heal your body. There's actually 300 trillion free radicals that come at our body every single day. So we need healthy cells and strong antioxidants going on from our cells to be able to combat that oxidative stress. So Nrf2 is another tire of our body that is important for our full functioning health. The Nrf2, like I said, stops the free radicals coming at our cells, less damage happening. But the Nrf2, what it does is it actually boosts the mitochondria number and increases the amount of ATP, which is the cellular energy in the body. So when you have better mitochondria, the cells are actually able to refurbish and clean up themselves much quicker than without the Nrf2 activation. And you actually have quicker cell death of the bad cells, better regeneration of new cells. And a lot of people notice better brain health, and they're thinking better. It even affects the heart and cardiovascular system. So it's a great tool if you want a speedier activation of health. This is a great one to combine with Nrf2. Another area of our body that works directly with the brain is our microbiome in our intestines and our gut. And if it's not working well, then the rest of our body isn't working well. You can eat all the salads and good vegetables that you would like, but you're not going to absorb them properly. So having a good probiotic that actually works and gets the enzymes down to your intestines is essential to replace the bad bacteria that are there. So this one that they developed uses BioTract and Wellmune technology, and both of those, well, they're from third-party sources, but they have used them in the probiotic to be able to create a freeze-drying process and a gel barrier so that you can get the enzymes from the probiotic through the stomach acid, actually survives all the stomach acid, then gets into both the small and the large intestines. So that's really great, because a lot of products only get about 4% of the live enzymes, but this is able to get 60%, and they've been able to prove that. So it's really exciting because people see a significant boost in their health and attaining the goals that they have. And another great product that they have, if you like fish oils, omega is super important to get your omega-3s and omega-6s. A lot of people like to get them from chia seeds and flax seeds, like myself, but some people look for a fish oil source, which does work well for energy, improving your brain's health. We need omegas in our body. This one is great because it's straight from the boat to the bottle. There's no toxins in it. It's very, very pure. It's distilled a couple times so that you don't have any rancid products in the oils, because that can happen a lot with other fish oils, and there's no hydrogenated oil. So it's a great source if you're looking for healthy heart, brain health, and skin health. One of my favorite things is Axio, and they developed it to be Nrf2 for the brain. I personally have some brain fog, sometimes low energy. I feel like I can't remember the things that I'm studying, and so this has been a great way to have an extra boost in a healthy way in the afternoon, but also be able to activate my brain with Nrf2. They use several herbs that actually cross the blood-brain barrier. So that's really important because a lot of things don't get to the brain, but these things like pine bark, L-theanine, different ingredients that activate and turn on the brain's healing. It also includes B vitamins that we need every single day, but it's not full of sugar, has no sugar in it. It's all fruit-based and herb-based and vegan. They do have caffeinated options for people trying to replace their coffee and caffeine, but they do have decaf options, which are great. And it's what I like because I like to have a healthy activation, and I just think it's such a great product for people that are wanting to help their brain health. It's also great this is a brain scans of a boy with ADD, and they have also looked at it for autism. They see that the change in the brain's function is dramatic in just 12 days. And it's also great for people that have had neurological problems. It helps the neurological function to heal. So it's an awesome one to look into. For people trying to be healthy, their weight is a huge part of it and their physical abilities. So they did develop a great fat burn to help your cells not retain the fat as much and get better results, a prebiotic to help your digestion, and a whey protein if you like to use those for exercise. Another great thing is Nrf2 for the skin in a skincare line. So Louisiana State University did a study on crushing up protandim, putting it in a cream, and putting it on skin cancer, and they found that it actually greatly reduced it. People have found that it helps prevent sun damage from the sun, like burns and everything, by putting it on their skin. It's super good for aging too. They did scans of the skin. It helps align the skin cells in even order instead of kind of scrambled. So it really helps the cells be able to heal the skin instead of just topically covering it. It's rejuvenating the skin. And people like the man on the left actually have improved skin conditions too. So it's really exciting how the appearance and everything is improved. They had some people putting it in their hair to help their hair feel better and look better. So they naturally were able to come up with a hairline, and it's clean, non-toxic. It's rated really well in the Think Dirty app if you like looking at that app. There's no parabens, sulfates, silicones, but what it's meant to do is rejuvenate the hair follicle at the very root and source of the disease in the hair. And that's important because it not only improves appearance, but also the thickness and the quality, less breakage. So it's really important to have overall health and also our appearance to show other people how to be healthy too. There's some people who not only have their hair look more smooth, but also the thinning has thickened again, like this young girl here. And men also experience some great improvements. So it's really exciting because men don't always think of care products like this as being for them, but they're really excited about it. They have something for pets, and pets never work for placebos, but they have seen pets improve with Nrf2 activation. Their hips and function is much better. They're running around. They're not as sick. So it's really exciting. It's for any mammal. But this is just great for people looking to improve their health. And there's doctors, there's cardiologists, even one of the top 50 cardiologists named Dr. Praktisha Gandhi. She is now advocating this because she sees that it's doing more for people than just putting stents in their veins. It's actually preventing the cause of disease by helping heal your cells. So it's super exciting, and keep on researching about it. So I'm going to let Melody now share with you another aspect of LifeVantage, which is how we can help other people be able to have the benefits that we're having.
Thank you so much, Megan. I'm just delighted to be here today with you, sharing this incredible information, as we're just so passionate about how it's benefited and changed our lives, and we really want to just pay it forward and help other people as well. So thank you for going into excellent detail and a great overview of all the products there. And now I'm just going to transition a little bit. Really what we're seeing today is a generation of the health activated individuals. So people who are open-minded to being healthier, having a healthier way of lifestyle, and also just embracing cultural changes, like people wearing wearables to keep track of their fitness and activity. Also people who are just accepting and embracing new trends, and biohacking is definitely one of those trends. It's the growing awareness that we can actually affect our DNA and affect our genes, and really change our genetic future in a lot of ways through just getting healthier at the cellular and genetic level. So when we're sharing this information with everyone, we really, I like to share a story, because when I got started with LifeVantage, I was working several jobs. I had graduated from dental hygiene school, but was having a really hard time finding work because it was such a saturated community. And so I was doing things like babysitting and cleaning houses, and just doing anything and everything I could to help support myself and my husband while he was going through grad school. And our health was at a point where we were definitely looking for some answers. And so when we learned about biohacking and the Protandim Nrf2 and Nrf2, it really just was an answer to our prayers at that time in our life. But then there was this other aspect of like social entrepreneurship, and how this is also a business platform that really was intriguing to me, because I automatically wanted to like help other people become aware of this incredible technology, but also was at a point of having a need as well, and just kind of looking and praying for something to maybe come into my life that I could really find some fulfillment in helping others, and also just kind of filling some of that time, because there were so many different jobs, but still some time that was left over. And it's nice to have that time be outward focused instead of inward focused. So social entrepreneurship is really just that. It's really based on relationships, and part of our human experience is it's very natural for us to make recommendations. If we have a favorite restaurant that we love to go to, it's natural for us to tell all our friends about it. But when we go back to the restaurant, they don't necessarily give us a voucher to say, you can eat here for free this time because you told so many of your friends about it. That's not really how it works. But with LifeVantage, because it was not doing well when it was sitting on the shelves of stores, they moved to that referral system with network marketing, which is basically social entrepreneurship. So it combines the social element with also the fact that for those who are interested in sharing it with others, it can become a business platform as well. So other areas where we're seeing this being done is, on Facebook. That's a platform people are using. HelloFresh is where food is sent to your doorstep, so you can make meals and not even have to go grocery shopping. Airbnb is where people can rent out their basement or an extra room in their house. Uber is, a great way to get a ride when you're traveling. And I am probably I can imagine that taxi drivers would have never thought that 20 years ago, their biggest competition would be a taxi service without any vehicles. And so we're definitely moving to this social gig economy where people are using technology to connect people to resources. So like Uber is a perfect example. You just have an app and then you can become a social entrepreneur where you can have that app, and then the person who's looking for a ride can come to you and you can go to them, and it's pretty phenomenal. And then there's places where you can get clothes sent to you, and Amazon. Amazon, it took them a really, really long time to even match the sales of Walmart, but then it took like 1 year for them to double the sales of Walmart. So sometimes in business, it does take some effort and work to get things off the ground and get things rolling, but it does really pay off to have the mindset of an entrepreneur, because you never know what's around the corner in your future. And for me with LifeVantage, this is something I've just kind of been doing very gradually part-time for 3 years now. And when I first got started, I was still trying to get more work as a dental hygienist and still kind of had my hands in many different things. But I was like, you know what, this is a great thing to be doing alongside of that. So by the time I left Michigan to move to Washington for my husband's work, I was working full-time and left that job. And moving to Washington, I'd have to go back to school to work as a dental hygienist and retake all my boards, and it would cost a lot of money. And 3 years ago when I got started with LifeVantage, I didn't know that this was exactly what would happen. Like, I didn't know what was in store for our future. And so sometimes being willing to do something that might be a little out of the norm that you can add into what you're already doing can actually end up to be a really big blessing in the end. So with network marketing, we've definitely seen a growing trend in the industry, and over the past 5 to 10 years, it's just continued to grow, because a lot of people are looking for ways to work from home, work remotely. Moms are wanting to be home with their kids. People are maybe wanting to work part-time or not be tied down to a physical location. And what's so incredible is we see network marketing as a whole really growing and developing. And then we have this incredible company like LifeVantage that has just been around for just such a short time, with what Washington State University says is the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. So you combine a groundbreaking product that is scientifically proven to work on everyone, all mammals, so not just humans, but also horses, dogs, cats. There's a huge market and need for it. And I think a lot of times people are also trying to find like a way to get out of their 9 to 5, or just have a little side income to help with paying for some of the extra bills they might have around. But something beautiful I've seen take place in our company over the past few years is we have really good leadership. We're expanding in other countries like China, and we're opening in Spain next month. We're going to be opening up in Ireland. We're in Mexico. We're in New Australia. So we're a global company that's growing, and we're opening many, many more countries. And so it's just incredible to be part of a platform where we're able to share this awesome product, and then also be part of the means of helping it get to other people. So this is what I was kind of mentioning already with combining working from home, social sharing, where it's something that you can kind of just gradually start implementing with what you're already doing. So if you love your job, great. I actually loved being a dental hygienist and wasn't looking to replace my job. That's why I continued pursuing that. And what's amazing is when you have options, sometimes you choose other things once you have options. So what's awesome with this is there's no physical location. You're building an asset, so this is something you could will to your children after it's built, and you're not required to keep any physical inventory. So you're literally just sharing your online shopping portal. People will get it directly from the warehouse and it will be shipped directly to them. And so distributors just order the products for their personal use and are not expected to keep inventory, which definitely takes a lot of hassle out of things. And it's easier for our customers too, because then they never have to worry about running out. So we have an awesome app that will help you with training and getting started. And when you get started, if you decide that that's something you want to do, people who are getting started with the Platinum Pack actually have a huge incentive as they're using the app to actually be eligible to be connected to people who want our products who did not have a distributor tell them about it. So that's definitely something worth asking about to know more of the details of how that works. We have this awesome website, which really provides great information about the products and also provides a really seamless method of ordering exactly what you want and also changing your order. So it's recommended to get the products on a subscription order because that's definitely going to save you the most money. But once you do that, you're not locked into getting the same thing forever or getting it forever. So you can log into your account and change your order at any time, as long as it's 2 days before it would ship, because they do need some time for processing those orders and getting them shipped out right on time. And when it comes to how this platform and system works, we really are, I actually want to share a story. So as a dental hygienist, I really love teaching my patients, educating them, talking to them about prevention. And as a dental hygienist, I firmly believe that everyone should brush their teeth. Everyone should own a toothbrush and take care of their teeth. That being said, I do not think that everyone should be a dental hygienist. It was a great fit for me, but that does not mean that it would be a great fit for everyone. So we really believe that these products can positively impact your health in a positive way. Like I said before, Washington State University said that this is the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of medicine for both therapeutic and preventative. So therapeutic is get well, and preventative is stay well. So I would like to think that everyone would like to get well and everyone would like to stay well. So our products really are meant for everyone. But when it comes to sharing this with other people or starting a business, that might not be for everyone. And we don't want you to feel like you have to, because we want you to feel like you can get involved with our products or our business, whatever is most appealing to you. So if you do decide to get started, everyone starts with a starter kit. This is your right to do business. But with the starter kit, you will not get paid. So in addition to the starter kit, you'll want to add one of our packages. And our packages provide a comprehensive sampling of all of our products. And they're really a great way to get started. There's multiple options that you can choose from. For those who are most serious about getting their business started on the right foot, I do recommend the Platinum Pack because you'll be a Pro 1 right away. You'll also be eligible for some Platinum Pack experience incentives. Like I was mentioning with the app earlier, you'll also get a ticket to our event, which if you're going to be successful in any industry or any profession, it does help to have some training to learn the skills you need to be successful. And for those interested in other options for the Platinum Pack, you can actually phone in, and there's an option to get one that has 16 bottles of Protandim Nrf2 and 16 bottles of Protandim Nrf2. So although that's maybe not what everyone needs, it is an option that's available by phone. So when it comes to getting paid, we basically get paid anytime product is sold. And so whenever a product is sold for the first time, you get a bonus between 30 and 40% based on your qualifications. And then you also get paid weekly for helping your team grow. And then monthly, you get paid several different ways. Basically, also for helping your team grow, and then also for people continuing to order products over and over. And then one of the ways that's most exciting is the elite pool bonus. And that's once you're in that bonus pool, it's basically profit sharing for the whole company, because you get a percentage of the total sales of the whole company. And that's on a global standpoint. So your business might only be in the United States, but once you're in that pool, you will get a small percentage of everything that is sold globally, which is incredible. So when it comes to understanding what the possibilities are with LifeVantage, everyone kind of has a different goal and a different outcome that they'd like to achieve if they are wanting to get started with the business. But I like to show this publicly available income disclosure statement that actually is real numbers of what people are earning at different levels with our company. So I like to mention our foundational rank, which is Pro 3, and I'm so excited to share that Megan reached Pro 3 today. She has been doing incredible with this business, and it's just awesome to see her doing so well as she's helping a lot of people. So that's really great. And on average, Pro 3s make $580 a month. So that might not like knock your socks off, but it will definitely pay for your products and maybe a few of the extra bills that you have in your household, maybe helping out with groceries, like I was mentioning earlier, or paying for a cell phone bill. So that definitely is a great rank to reach if your goal is to pay for your products and then have a little bit of extra as well. Pro 5 is the rank where the company actually starts putting money back into you and investing in you. So actually in about 10 days, the company is going to be taking me down to Salt Lake City, which is where their headquarters are. And they have like a weekend training event for Pro 5s to really just help give some extra training to help their developing leaders grow. And so that is an income where you can definitely maybe bring one spouse or income earner home. So oftentimes people who are wanting to be like stay-at-home moms or just help out financially, that can really be a significant contribution for a family. And then Pro 7 is really an awesome rank to reach, because that's when you start taking advantage of the elite pool bonus of the percentage of the total sales of the company. And the monthly average income for that is $11,000. And, you know, for a lot of people, that's more than anyone could possibly dream of. But with this business, it definitely takes, you know, work and consistency and commitment to really plug in and stay committed for the long run. But it's beautiful that when you put that effort in and dig your well before you're thirsty, you can have something that can be an incredible blessing for your family and loved ones. So I think when you see this information, it's easy to wonder, well, could I do this? The reality is everyone's different. Everyone's their own person, but I believe that this community and culture that's created with LifeVantage really allows everyone to succeed if they are willing to be committed, be teachable, be coachable, and are willing to put the work in, but also reach out and ask for guidance and support all along the way. So Megan and I are so grateful that we said yes. And if you choose to say yes to sharing this with other people, it will be exciting to see how your story develops as well.
Well, thank you so much, Melody, for joining with sharing this message today. And we hope everybody listening to this was blessed, but also encouraged and excited about how health is really achievable by using your own body's methods to heal, and being able to tell others about the same thing, to have the same benefits in their life. So get in touch with us or whoever shared this video with you or added you to one of the groups. So, and let them know that you're excited about it as well. So thank you so much, and hope you have a good day.
Thank you, Megan.
Thank you.